Hello and welcome to Vayikra Perek Aleph. That's chapter 1. In this chapter, we learn about the Korban Olah, the burnt offering. It is called a burnt offering because the offering is totally burnt in the fire of the Mizbeach, the altar. It is not eaten as many other Korbanot are. Here is a brief crash course in the details of the Korban Olah. First of all, the Korban Olah spoken about in this chapter is called an Olat Nedava, an individual free will offering, meaning that you give it because you're happy and not because of any sin or any reason like that. You just voluntarily choose to bring this offering as a gift to God. You can choose any one of the following animals. You can choose an ox, you can choose a goat, you can choose a sheep, or a turtle dove or pigeon as your offering. The offering was prepared in a 6-step process. Okay? First of all, there was shechita, the animal was slaughtered. Then there was zerika, the blood was splattered on the altar. Then there was hafshata, the skin was removed. Then there was chituch, the pieces of the offering were cut up into sections. Then melicha, the offering was salted. And finally, the offering was put on the fire, was totally consumed on the Mizbeach, burnt entirely. Okay? So right now, I'm going to mention to you one more detail about the animal, is that the animal had to be male as well. Okay, so let's just review, right? An olah is a free will offering. Could be a bull, goat, sheep, turtle dove or pigeon. Had to be slaughtered, blood sprinkled on the corners of the altar, skin removed, cut into pieces, salted, and then put on the fire. And now we are going to do something called the Chumash memory system. I am going to tell you a silly story connected with a random word which will help you to remember the topic of this chapter. Please remember that the story that I say right now is not accurate. It's just a silly story to help you remember the topic of the chapter. Okay? So this is Perek Aleph and Vayikra, which is chapter 1. 1 rhymes with, you guessed it, the sun. Pretty easy. So we're going to tell you a little silly story that connects the sun to chapter 1. Here goes. Hello everyone, I am the sun, bright in the sky. Yes, you see me in my burning glory, and I'm going to tell you about chapter 1 in Vayikra, where the Jewish people would put a olah, a burnt offering, on the altar. And a fire would come out of the sky from the sun and burn up the burnt offering completely. Whether it was a bull, I would burn it up completely. Or if it was a goat, completely burnt up. Or a sheep. And those little doves didn't last a second. All burnt from the intense rays of the sun. So when you think of chapter 1, which rhymes with sun, remember the burnt offering, which was burnt up to a crisp in the intense heat of the sun. By the way, the Midrash does tell us that a fire did actually come out from heaven when the Jews were meriting and consumed the offering, and the fire was shaped like a lion. However, the silly story over here was about it coming from the sun. Hope you enjoyed.